and welcome to another new and insightful video on Newcomer Diaries. If you're planning to take up the IELTS General test for immigration purposes and want to ace it through self-study, this video is your go-to guide. I implemented the approach and was successfully able to score a band 8, which helped me a lot in my immigration process. I could have scored higher had I not wasted time in looking for reliable resources. In this video, I will guide you through the IELTS format, help you make an effective study plan, teach you how to assess your progress, and determine when you are ready to book the exam. By following these steps, you will be able to boost your score without any drastic overhauling of your language skills. Before I delve into the details, let's accept the fact that you cannot magically become an expert in English within a few weeks. The IELTS exam is basically divided into 4 modules, comprising of writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And each module is measured on a maximum of 9 band, with 9 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. It is not as simple as it sounds. In fact, you will be surprised to know that most of the candidates scores the lowest in the written section, in spite of the fact that we have been using written English throughout our lives. But you don't worry, I have some useful tips for you which will help you maximize your scores. The first key consideration is that your overall score in IELTS is an average of the scores that you receive in each of the 4 modules. That means that you can achieve a high overall score if you excel in the reading and listening sections, even if your performance in the writing and speaking modules are comparatively dissatisfactory. However, you need to try your best to score well in all the 4 modules. The reading and listening modules are generally considered to be more manageable for most test takers because they focus on understanding and comprehending information rather than producing your own. The writing and speaking modules, on the other hand, demand more active engagement as they require you to generate text and articulate your thoughts verbally, which can pose a greater challenge. If you're striving for an exceptional overall score, it's crucial that you identify your areas of strength and demand more time to the modules where you're more likely to excel. In case you're not familiar, Cambridge is the organization that develops IELTS tests and also provides official preparation materials. So, grab an IELTS General Training Students book, easily accessible on Amazon and a lot of bookstores. These books not only delve into the exam structure, but also offer valuable practice tests that mirror the actual tests. Go ahead and buy previous year editions as these are more affordable than the current year's book. Let's now focus on individual sections of IELTS exam and identify the best approach for each. The IELTS reading section assesses your ability to comprehend and interpret the written English. If you remember comprehension exercises from school, half of the work is done. The only difference is that the questions will be of various types, such as matching the headings, true false, not given, diagram, label, etc. Learn to read quickly by practicing skimming and scanning. Skim through the passage to grasp the main idea fast, and then scan for specific details when you're answering the questions. This actually helps you use your time wisely. Use the practice tests in the Cambridge book and search for IELTS reading practice test with answers on YouTube. Even though these tests may not be exactly like the real ones, they still help you get used to the test format. Remember, the more you practice, the better you will get at it. After you finish the practice test, go over the questions you got wrong. Try to figure out why you made mistakes and use them as chances to learn. Aim to consistently score 38 or more out of 40 in practice tests before taking up the IELTS reading section. That's when you will know you're ready. This section involves various recording. As the recording plays, There are questions which appear on the screen and you need to choose the correct option. There are multiple recordings and you get some time in between, but it's not as easy as it sounds. The difficulty level actually rises with each task. The key is to stay focused because the recording only plays once. If you miss a question, don't dwell on it. Just move forward. Otherwise, you might miss all the remaining answers too. Take a quick look at the questions before listening to the audio. This actually helps you know what information to pay attention to during the recording. The Cambridge book has a link for audio listening, and you can also find sample tests on YouTube. These videos usually have answers at the end. The writing section involves 2 assignments. For task 1, you are required to craft a letter with an option to adopt formal, informal or semi-formal style. Task 2, on the other hand, involves writing an essay, and the essay type could be advantages, disadvantages, problem solutions, options or argumentative, etc. Remember earlier in the video I did mention about a lot of people getting low scores in the writing section. So it's time we delve into the reasons and the solutions to this problem. In our everyday business writing like emails, we usually keep things simple. But in IELTS, they want you to use different kinds of sentences and both active and passive voice. So the trick is to use various types of sentences: compound, complex, negative, and interrogative. Make sure you use each type at least once and pay special attention to the spelling of the words that you use during your practice tests. And finally, stick to the given topic and avoid going off track. Unlike reading and listening sections where you can find answers in the book during your practice, you would need someone to review your writing task. Sounds like a task? Don't worry. You can easily use ChatGPT for this purpose. All you need to do is enter the prompt, review my essay or letter as per IELTS guidelines, and get an instant feedback. The best way to tackle this task is to have fixed templates. For example, at a higher level, you can use these templates. However, feel free to choose the template as per your suitability and start practicing. I used to follow a channel called E2 English and their detailed videos, especially the older ones by Jay, because they're very helpful. Watch his videos because they cover practice too. And there is a special reason why I am recommending to watch his videos is because he himself has appeared for the IELTS exam multiple times. I will leave a link to this channel in the description. In the speaking section, you will have a face-to-face interaction with an examiner who will ask you questions related to various everyday generic topics. Unlike the written section, you don't have to stick to facts. Just focus on expressing yourself verbally. It's a good idea to have a casual introduction ready. If you're working, be prepared for follow-up questions about your job. If you can, use some impressive and new words to showcase the range of your vocabulary. In the Just a Minute task, plan how to use your preparation time. For me, having an effective first line and a few key points to expand upon worked really well. Don't try to write the entire answer because it's not practical. Record yourself and listen back. This is the simplest way to get feedback. I hope you found the information useful. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments below. Remember, grasping the format and sticking to a regular preparation routine is crucial. Share this with your network and subscribe for more related videos.